options. And let's see. But no, it will be Luigi going first. No. I think the cameras are actually switched. So, yeah.
I think it's Luigi on Memento. Yeah.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Luigi on Memento. Yeah.
Let's check.
Okay, we got clarification. Is Luigi on Memento and Luigi on Ryzeal.
Yeah. Indeed. We don't use leaves in the extra deck. Okay. That's the first. But we're gonna follow this up with Pot of Prosperity. Let's see if we can find any combo card. Quite a few options available. We see some of the tech inclusions. Wow, we are actually opting to pick the droplet. That's surprising. And yeah, it is the droplet. Okay.
You think he took the droplet because he knows what he's up against, or?
I would doubt it. I mean, it's still super early on, so unless they know each other, which could be a possibility, I mean, I would be shocked.
And yeah, here we are seeing Memento in action. There was nothing else from Pierluigi's side, but again, his strategy is quite different from the usual Ryzeal strategy.
Yeah, especially because looking at these interruptions, actually, Ash Blossom is the only entrap he is playing. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, he took out a completely different strategy, playing 6 books, in being 3 Book of Moon and 3 Book of Eclipse.
Yeah.
Paired up with 3 Solemn Strike. It's like a very interesting list. I mean,
yeah, I mean, many duelists have made the comparison between Ryzeal and Zodiac due to the similarities between Trident and Detonator. And I think Pierluigi has embraced it because, as you've mentioned, playing Solemn Strike and Book of Moon really, you know, throw us back to 2017 and he will not be rewarded by, you know, losing the Dyrol and playing against a pseudo combo deck as Memento, because now we get to see in action multiple copies of the Creation King and you can set up so much.
And also, I really like Pierluigi's strategy of, you know, just playing 3 Ash Blossom. And the main reasons why is because he just wants to seal the game as quick as possible. And I really don't want to spoil this out, but let's say if we will get to see him in action, doing what deck does at its best.
Yeah.
And here, yeah, basically we're just seeing something that we don't manage to see quite often, just because usually Memento gets interrupted because of the amount of hand traps being playing in the format. And yeah, I think Pierluigi just told his opponent, I mean, you are free to combo off because I have no other interruptions. And it's always nice to see, you know, such a deck being played by our players, especially because, not only because of the consistency, but I really feel like it's always been one of those decks at top tables that didn't manage to, you know, make all the way through the final of, you know, a tournament, but it's always been there.
Yeah, and now we see the Goblin Biker part of the deck, which has also been quite popular at YCS Birmingham. And yeah, you can tell Luigi is quite comfortable with this deck. It's not the most, popular deck, but it has a few affectionate fans, and this is typical, as if it is for branded usually, where they really know how to play it properly. And yeah, here comes this package as mentioned now with the Goblin Biker Grand Entrance. It's impressive stuff.
I think this might be the first time I see Pierluigi reading a card, honestly.
Yeah.
It's such experienced player, and
Yeah, he played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah. There we are. We are still missing one last piece of the engine. But as we have seen multiple duelists this weekend, this is yet another one of those decks that have decided to include a small, Pinsmith engine. In this case, not really in the main deck, but just these extra deck options for the sequence to advance plays. Let's see if Luigi is going to be able to do what Vince thought he was capable of. Redeeming this deck.
And we all know what is gonna happen next. Here it gets summoned the
boss.
Combined Creation.
Yeah, Combined Creation coming down. It's the goal of the deck to just shuffle back the 5 Memento monsters. And seems like we might be done soon enough. Set up some more engine for next turn. And yeah, that's a pass. So Pierluigi draws to 5 cards in hand. He does have a lot of going second cards. Let's see. Again, as a reminder, Pierluigi is on 6 copies of book cards, and here comes the first Book of Eclipse. But yeah, seems like we are just gonna respond with the bomb parry. In resolution, we will be putting face down all of our monsters. What do you think of Eclipse in the current format?
Well, I think it's a nice addition, especially because if you want to maximize your book cards, I think it makes a lot of sense. Specifically, I think Book of Eclipse has been always one of those cards which has been played over the last year or so. And I also really like Pierluigi's approach to the tournament. Like, of course, like you enter into the tournament playing Ryzeal, but you just want to make, like, you don't want to make a standard Ryzeal deck list without having, you know, all the different hand traps. It's just playing his cards. And now I'm curious to see how he's going to continue, because as mentioned, it's not your standard Ryzeal deck. It's also playing two field spells, so it's quite different. Also, the side deck, it's basically all three offs. So I really like this approach, and also this is something that you don't get to see every day
in the main deck.
Yeah, exactly.
Ultimate Slayer, 3 copies of in the main deck.
And I also really like this list because if you go second, this is something that we also see with Kashtira from Lorenzo Muselli over the last year. You don't play hand traps, you just play going second cards, such as Ultimate Slayer indeed. And yeah, here just one bonfire alone could do the trick.
Definitely, you know, a lot of great responses. He has built his deck, as mentioned, for, you know, including a lot of these powerful going second spells, relying only on Ash Blossom as interruption. So, seems like the plan is working out decently here.
And there's also Pot of Desires. So, I think he just had a thought whether going for the Ryzeal or the Desire first, but
I don't know if I agree with that necessarily, I gotta say. Like
Lizop.
I feel like we could have used Desires first, but in the end. Here comes the ice. And yeah, you can see Luigi just nodding yes to whatever his opponent is doing. And here comes one of the only few interruptions left for Luigi. Summoning back the creation to pop. Yeah, just asking some clarification on the effects with the judge and Pierluigi. We're still holding 5 cars. Couldn't quite see what those are. And yeah, it does resolve, destroying all of the Ryzeal masters from Pierluigi's side. Given that we are playing just the pure Ryzeal version, no Fiendsmith whatsoever. We pretty much only have DX available as another play. So There it comes. So here comes the X. We're gonna send the aggregator to just target the field spell from Luigi. Ooh, and we actually had a second copy of Ultimate Slayer, which we are gonna get rid of to just special summon the ice. And this is the last push we have available from Pierluigi. So are we going to see? Yes, so we are going to see the Memento Land Fusion, and this could be big because we can also go for Guardian Chimera, right?
Yeah.
And just completely clear the field, and this would be brutal. And it is Guardian Chimera. If there is no response here, we are gonna clear the field from Pierluigi, draw a card, and wow. Might be it. I don't think there is another push available to Pierluigi, so he's just gonna have to hold it. And yeah,
enough.
That's it. So in the end, and it is the bonfire. And yeah, there is no Fuvalos, which is great news for Pierluigi. And given that, I don't think we're gonna see any other interruption from Luigi. In a way, they're both playing with a similar concept, relying on these field breaker spells.
Yeah, I mean, Luigi has the Lightning Storms, the Forbidden Droplet in the main deck. So, I mean, both of our players are prepared of, you know, in case they lose the die roll in game one, you know, they can just go second and have these resources in their deck. And there's also the Aquaspheric Duster, which, you know, can help them out. And here comes the Duo Drive, which Pierluigi...
Yeah, it's gonna resolve.
Yeah.
Which is always a good feeling. Because we have mentioned now for many players, you know, stopping the Duo Drive is the key. And here we see the difference between the pure version, this copy of Ryzeal plugin, which is not really played by any other version. And yeah, here essentially the question will be, are we trying to go for an Abyss Dweller? What's the plan? Because also sometimes there is, especially in pure Ryzeal, a combo where you go for Baguska and the Starliege Photon Blast Dragon. So, you know, different options available. If he has played against the deck in the past, I'm sure you will have a solid plan for what to do. And yeah, you can see debating here exactly on what to go for. We set up the Eclipse Twin. And here comes the first detonator of the match. Getting back the Twin. And yeah, finally, thanks to Node, we have the plugin, so we can access yet another XYZ if we want.
Yeah, it's a very good start from Pierluigi here, and I mean, as mentioned, let's see how he wants to play this out.
And yeah, in the end, the choice is Abyss Dweller indeed. We're gonna use it right away so that we can have an additional draw with the cross, and yeah, this is looking pretty good. Usual suspect, nothing too out of the ordinary in terms of opener, but it does its thing.
Yeah, I mean, very good start from Pierluigi with the Dweller and the two-set cards, the Fill Spell. It's quite a lot of cards. And yeah.
We use the Dweller, by the way. First question is, do we have a Lightning Storm to clear the spell and traps? I think I see it in the middle, isn't it? Like next to... I think we also have Prosperity once more, but...
I see, yeah, I saw Prosperity.
I don't know. Next to Prosperity, I do see something that reminds a little bit of the Storm, but let's see. Because I think we might be in chain here. Because if we do have Forbidden Droplet, which we play 3 copies of, we might just chain it here. And yes, that is the case. We have Droplet, the best possible response here. Do we really have Droplet plus Storm?
And he said it's fine. So,
wow.
If he has the Prosperity, honestly, this may be huge. There's the Lightning Storm
Oof.
as well.
Lightning Storm plus Droplet. What an opener. This could be all over in just a couple of moves. And it destroys double strike. Wow.
This is insane. And there's also the Pot of Prosperity, right? It also has the starter.
Wow. What a start with the Anguish.
What a hand.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, you go first, you set up Dweller, Detonator, double strike, and cross. You're feeling so confident.
And then this happens. And here with the Tatsunoto Shigo being special summon. And yeah, I mean, we've mentioned this before. Like, Pierluigi is not playing any entraps, just Ash Blossom in his deck, in his main deck. And I mean, you're not happy at all to see this, honestly, because like with such a field, and this was the perfect head from Luigi.
Yeah, and if there is no interruption, which we know could only be the Ash in the end, this could be completely over. So because, I mean, at the end of the day, if you access the Akiron, you can also use the effect which says that for the rest of this turn, you can attack directly with level I or higher Memento monsters. And then that could be enough to just seal the game with the double creation, so the fusion and the monster. Is that what we are gonna go for? There is the Akiron there. So as long as we are able to access it, this could just be all over. Wow. Luigi, I mean, feeling excited, but at the same time trying to keep his composure. Really doesn't wanna mess this one up after being able to break one of the most impressive fields that we have seen. And here comes the Akiron, and the effect has been activated. So this turn we can attack directly, and all we need to do is just summon the creation from deck, and that will be 8,000 life points easily. His combined creation has 5,000, and then the creation king has 3,000. So that's 8,000 right there, as long as we just go for the combined creation. As easy as it gets. I'm sure Luigi sees it. He will just be going over and over in his head if there is anything that can go wrong.
I mean, I'm still speechless, honestly, from this opener. Like,
Yeah.
it was the ideal one, especially because from the way Pierluigi played out. I mean, I think honestly, I mean, what else can you do? Like, you know, you have the detonator plus the dweller, the fill spell, two solemn strikes. It was, but yeah, I mean, essentially here, Luigi's just showing off how to perform the deck at its
Yeah.
best, and he might have learned from the monster. So.
But yeah, this is such a performance from Luigi, which will access this Goblin Biker engine once more. Oh yeah, this, as mentioned, is just not even needed at all. Unless there is a miracle hiding, you can completely just attack and call it a day. So, unfortunately, there is no other XYZ in the graveyard, and that will be it. So.
And look at this from Luigi. I mean, we've mentioned this before, how good the Memento deck is. It's such a heavy combo deck, and I mean, even if you have interruption, is difficult to play against. Like in this specific situation, as we witnessed in Game 1, there was, unfortunately for Pierluigi, not interruptions, although his setup was quite impressive, but I mean...
My detonator. Yeah. Returning the favor to Pierluigi, who has not really been able to play the game at all for this match. Set up incredibly in Game 2, but yeah. Sometimes you just get to see, you know, Droplet plus Storm. And Celine, yeah. Wow. What a combo. Axis shot coming down, and I think Pierluigi knows this one is all over. The handshake comes down.